Let rice and stew, bread and egg, pancakes, let them rest for breakfast. Hello lovely people, join me, let's make this delicious yet simple breakfast together. For this recipe you're going to need sweet potatoes. You can make use of Irish potatoes if that's what you have, plantain, some proteins which could be fish, chicken, turkey, shrimps or anything. You could even use sausage if that's what you have, but I'm going to be using chicken for this recipe. So you also need some fresh tomatoes, scotch bonnet pepper, onions, which is very essential to make this delicious, and some eggs. I used 3 eggs. So we'll just go ahead and chop our scotch bonnet pepper. Make sure it is well chopped into smaller pieces. Right after, we're just going to chop our onions as well. You can have your onions chopped in different sizes, but I chose to chop mine this big because why not? Okay, so if you are the type that doesn't like seeing onions in your food, you can just go ahead and blend, or you can chop them in smaller pieces. Trust me, this recipe doesn't take less than 15 minutes, at most 20 minutes, and it's so delicious and simple. So we'll just go ahead and chop. I'm using just 2 plantains for this recipe, so we'll just go ahead and chop our plantain to our desired shape. So you can make use of this shape, or you could just do whatsoever shapes you like. Okay, so our plantain is well chopped now, so we'll go ahead and peel my sweet potatoes and then cut them into desired shape. But it's very important that you have them chopped or cut in cubes. I've heard countless excuses about sweet potatoes, that it is always very tiring. Trust me, if you try this recipe, it is not tiring at all. In fact, you could have this for your kids for their lunch instead of you having rice, pancakes all the time. They would love it. If you're also the type that doesn't like something heavy for breakfast, of course, breakfast is supposed to be light, but we have some people that can eat eba in the morning. It's okay if that's what you like to eat, but you can also give this a try. Light breakfast keeps you active. It keeps your brain very active and your body very active. Well, that's my opinion though. So after chopping our potatoes, we'll just go ahead and add some salt. So I added about a teaspoon of salt into it, and then I stir it together. I added my groundnut oil into my cookware, and then I went ahead to fry. To make this very soft, you have to add water to it. So I added about half a cup of water to it. So this made it very soft. I didn't want it to be dry, so I love it like this. If you want it dry, you can just go ahead and give it some minutes. Sorry I didn't show the part where I fried my plantain, but I fried my plantain. I went in with just a little bit of groundnut oil because we have so many fries that have absorbed oil, so we need to be very careful. So I went in with my chicken and then with my onions as well. So I stir until well combined. So just fry it a little bit before going in with my chopped tomatoes and scotch bonnet pepper. Went ahead to fry for about 3 to 5 minutes. So for this recipe, we are just going to fry lightly. We are not going to make our fries very dry. So I went ahead with just 2 cubes of seasoning, and then I stir well because it is very important to do that. So we'll go ahead with just a tablespoon of salt and stir and stir and stir. I'm stirring continuously because I'm stir frying, so it is very important you stir. I cracked my eggs inside the bowl. We are making use of 3 eggs for this recipe, so I went ahead to add some soya spice because why not? I'm a lover of soya spice. You can skip that if you don't like it. It is very important you season your egg. So in place of soya, you can add seasoning cube and just a pinch of salt. So I didn't add seasoning cubes and salt because I have them already in my soya spice. So I just skipped that. So we'll go ahead and add up the eggs until they are well fried. Don't forget, we are not frying them dry. We are just going to fry them lightly. This makes the meal come out delicious and not too tiring and dry. My egg sauce is ready now, so I'll just go ahead and add up my plantain, my fried plantain, and my fried potatoes into it. So basically, we'll just add everything together and stir well until they are well combined. If you have watched until this very moment, thank you. Thank you so much. And I hope you will try this because it's very delicious. Try it and you will thank me later. And your kids will also love it. And your husband too. Alright, thank you so much for watching. Please do well to like and subscribe if you haven't. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.